Loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up fourth down. On fourth down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing now is Brady. He's got Sanu. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
First down. Jason, 56.
Check it. You ain't doing nothing today.
Mike 56.
To throw, it's Brady. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Brady's throw there complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brings up 3rd and
2.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third down, Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They begin the drive with Hines. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 17, Kaiser. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Kaiser showing what he can do with his legs. It's more than just the arm. He scrambles and picks up the first. Here's Kaiser. Flush to his right. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To throw, Kaiser. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. They'll run it with Williams. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Damian Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Wait, 20!
56! I'm coming! I'm coming! I'm coming! Regular! 56 is Mike. 56 is
Alpha!
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Looking deep for Gabriel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And now it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
You better be afraid of me! Alpha! Hey, Zoo!
56! Mike's 56!
3D! Hey!
To throw again, Brady. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Check 56! It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th touchdown of the year. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for two.
56 to Mike. 56 is the minute. Let's go.
Hey, go 66.
Here's Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set, hut, 2. Block 52. Go. Go, go. Go, go, go. Hey, Mike 50. Heads, yeah. Let's go.
Check 37. Check 37.
Big head, big head, big head. Kill, kill, kill. Kill.
They begin the drive with Williams. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Play action now. Kaiser. They're going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Philly. And even 60 yards.
And an Eagle 1st down.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. They try the left side here with Williams. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Again, it's Williams. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Here we go. Here we go. Now the roof. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Damian Williams with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Prater for the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, Elliott. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big run that time by Elliott. 66 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Wait, set, 53, alert!
Here we go. Shoot!
Wait, hit! Hey, Alabama.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Kaiser on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. First down, Kaiser. Flushed out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Breshad Perriman, and it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, it's Williams. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll throw here. Kaiser. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Wait, 20. Hey, goal 66.
I'm scared.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down and 4, Brady. Man open left side is Brown. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
32 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Well, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he's gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
This is Elliott. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Love. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
56.
On 2nd and 15 now. Brady. This is Gabriel out on the left side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Elliott running right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
That's fielded in the end zone.
That's it, baby. We got one.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready? Right. Go, go. Watch that end. Tight end right. Tight end right. Out. 3 down. 3 down. Out. 52.
they start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On 2nd and 11 now. Kaiser going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 17.
On 1st down, Elliott. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now Brady. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
54, right? 54, Mike. Watch the pass. Check. Check it, reload.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 73 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that it's demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I'll bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready. Put it to check. Put it to check.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are back within a score. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're heading towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now Elliott. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
Let's go, D.
They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for the Cowboys. First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Pick up the ball. Slam, slam, slam.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Well, he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Kaiser now to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd down, Kaiser again. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now a desperation throw, and that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. To the air again, Kaiser. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Now Prater to add the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Wait, that round 80, round 80, line 54. Watch the curve, watch the curve.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milk. Bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, bro, I'm letting it slow. I'm sturdy as hell, it's a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nicky know what I'm about. I'm not The stereotypes, you not fit me, I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jaws. I'm not a guard, go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Rings of the team, I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. And on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk inside the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. And on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk inside the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clarity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus, banging on they door, they taking notice, taking notice, taking notice. Determination, laser focus, banging on they door, they taking notice.
Not a day of my life, long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day of my life, as long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Ay, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for. No, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. Switch, not a day in my life, as long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest. Overstay your bearings. I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you want till when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest. I'm forgetful.
about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a Raider. Tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment. The jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Oakland Raiders. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Fifth down. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Carr. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
He gets it to Brown. Complete. On third down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. 45 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Carr now to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll run it with Jacobs. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. They gotta love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10. That's their own 45-yard line.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
53, Linda! Go Bandit! Undercrunch. 72.
Now Brady. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 5-4.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. Throw left side, reeled in by Lacoste. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Here's Brady to throw. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady to the right side, and he's got Edelman. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Alabama. Hey, 66.
To throw, it's Brady. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Green 80. Here we go.
And they will run it with Michelle. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. It's a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Raiders take over. Let's go. 25-yard line.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Hey, we're good. 180. Hey, Raider 2.
To throw, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's the Raiders punter now. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. It's taken on the 25. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Flush to his right. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Brady going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Thomas, the intended target, and it's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on fourth.
You can't block me. Hey, take it.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Credit the sack to Brandon Marshall. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that fourth down.
First down, Raiders.
Down. 180. 637.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Carr. He's airing it out for Williams, and that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Watch 54. Come to Wild World. We won. Sugar.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Brady now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And the Raiders have got him. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Brady. And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Brady. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Going deep here for Edelman. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Edelman, the intended receiver that time, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Braxton Berrios. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Focus, defense, focus. Check it, reload.
The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Brady. And Watson has it right side. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And he rifles one incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
66.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. To throw his car. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 20. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Lacoste. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. And he lets go a laser pulled in by Edelman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets him a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Ready? Hey, we got tight right.
Brady now on first down. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, 26 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Gostkowski with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Carr now to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going, and under a heavy rush, and down he goes. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, let go. 52 the mic. Rip right. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. All day, every day, any day. Express.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Brady to throw. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Brady gives to Michel. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
From the gun, they run with Michel. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Well, that throw by Brady, incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings, the things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed and being able to...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. The 20, 10, and the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4.
All praises for a tremendous return, but how about the guys that never gave up on the play, refused to let him get into the end zone, and tracked him down before he got there and made the tackle? A lot of pride exhibited by guys on special teams.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. There's a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Patriots have moved out in front. Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
Let's go, boys, bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the fullback now. It's Keith Smith. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on first down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage, but the big man setting the tone physically.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And he gets this deep into Patriot territory.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A 49-yard gain on the play.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Here's Jacobs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Dante Hightower in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty who got a hand in there to break that one up.
Wait, 29, Alpha.
Let's go, baby. Return over. Get that ball.
Hey, ball 66.
Brady going to throw here. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Back to throw, Brady. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Let's go, B. Let's go. Hey, let's get this. Slam, slam, slam. Watch twist.
Pilot, 64, weak. Let's go on. No, 66. Jumper.
Now Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And to the surprise of nobody that watched this game, guess who led the way in the victory? Tom Brady.
Oh, yeah, Tom Brady, who did his normal performance. And sometimes I wonder if we don't give enough credence to the performance. Because he did his job, right? He did what Brady normally does, right? I just wonder if we should be marveling a little bit more. But in this case, let's just leave it on an even keel. Tom Brady did it again.
Another winner for TB. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50. Ex slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out the back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
Watch out, cuz I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, 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 car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like,
problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
Yeah, call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Oakland Raiders. A clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now, ready? Right there, 54 Mike. Stop your whining. Watch twins. Watch twins. White Monday.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Carr. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
93. Check Mike 54. Hey, Charlie.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Express.
On third and long, it's Carr. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
To throw, it's Carr. Caught left side, Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Now. Check Mike. 180. Hey, we're good. 180.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Cowboys' 23-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
180.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Carr going to try and throw on third down. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here we go, D. All day, defense. Switch. Mike 54.
Running the toss here to Jacobs. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Carr to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Prescott to throw it. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. 25 yards that time.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Hey, kill.
Now Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the Oakland 20 into the red zone. That one good for 37 yards. Now that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a 3rd to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
On 2nd and 1, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here we go. Slide in.
Check. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. A 1-yard run on first down, another one on second. It might not do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets them 6 points.
And at contract time, you want to show touchdowns scored way more than you want to show yards per carry.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Get ready.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They were trying to go to Brown once again. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 81 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught by Nelson left side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now this window is running back out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains on 1st down. It's Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
47. 55. 56.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 81 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
On 1st down, Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott lets it fly deep for Cobb. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play here for Dallas. And even 70 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Crunch time, defense.
Gun. Here we go, 46.
Here's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
29.
Hey. You got 3. Three down.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
What down?
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Big loss here as he's taken down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Man open left side is Brown. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Prescott now from the 50. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Three butt. Shim.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a line.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. This one to Jarwin over the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Down. 185. Check. Watch 54. He's tired.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Carr now on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Prescott. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Carr. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Chill! Line 85! 55 to Mike! Hey, Raider 2! Get out the field, defense.
Carr to throw again. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
Safety's creeping!
General West!
Express! You gotta get moving, man. Man moving. You gotta get that.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Randall Cobb on the breakaway. 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys add on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To throw his Carr to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And now it's third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. They go with Jacobs. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back.
Right there, 54 Mike. I got you. I got you.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Caught left side by Cobb. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 9-yard line.
From the 9, here's second and 9.
Kill. 47, 26.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Well, that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many miracles burning my dome like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like think you know what I'm about. I'm not. The stereotypes, they do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but them LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to do well. Not worried about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got.